South San Gabriel River, Leander, Texas. Moonscape site work done by a logging company being paid with our tax dollars intended for flood victims. They are getting paid by the yard to remove live growth trees from public and private companies, public and private property. The landowners who happen to be home when they start to do work, they get free site work on their property. Some of them are actually happy because they tell them what to leave and what to take away. Those of us who actually work and are gone, we had hundreds of trees, live trees. We did not consent for any site work. We did not consent for anyone to drive in the river with their heavy logging equipment. Hundreds of trees lost from our property. This and riverbank torn up. We can't get up and down our riverbank anymore. The wheels of their 8-wheel massive logging equipment that can climb up 30-foot, 90-degree riverbanks and cliffs with their saws at the end. It'd be pretty cool if it weren't on my lot. You know, if they have a logging operation somewhere else, go for it. I'll watch that show. Not on our land, not on our river. This is not helping flood victims. This is the kind of damage these 2-foot wide wheels, 8 wheels, climb up to rip out trees, rip out root balls, cut down trees. See, you can see that they're reaching up and cutting down and damaging live trees. They say that anything growing at an angle along the river, they are supposed to remove. Healthy trees reach out over rivers to shade the river. They have removed all the shade, the forest shade from this river and destroyed these banks over and over and over again. Now, this part is not my property. This is Williamson County, Leander, ETJ. These were live trees that they are destroying the river and riverbanks to take out. There were trees, this was a forest, and they've removed most of it, and they're leaving this in its wake. They drove back and forth over Angel Springs Creek bed, the only source of clean water in this riverbed, because the majority of water in the South San Gabriel River now is the 4 million gallons a day of Liberty Hills insufficiently treated wastewater. Good water, good nutrients, desperately needed in other places, that they dump it into this river, which creates that, algae. Now the river got scoured. Our homes flooded, our vehicles flooded. An amount of rain that would not have flooded our properties 5 or 10 years ago because of all the development surrounding us and the impervious cover that blocks rain from going into the ground, into our aquifers, and makes it all sheet off, causing flooding to be worse, causing the floodplain to be higher. Our home only flooded, we're at about 31 feet. The river rose 37 feet. Well, no, the foundation. Anyhow, our home flooded inside by about 18 inches. 18 inches. Our home would not have flooded if not for irresponsible development and site work. Developers are our partners. They can be our partners in water management and in land management. But when you do this, when you clear cut forests, when you remove roots from the ground, that is what creates the water shortages we are living with. That is what is dropping people's wells at the same time that it's flooding our properties. This, they cut down, at least they left these stumps and the roots in the ground here. I have videos of them yesterday over here with their heavy logging equipment, cutting down live trees right next to the river. This destruction, pointless destruction. Somebody got a job, somebody's getting paid, great. This is not about flood relief. And I don't, the guys who are doing this, for their work, I don't blame them. They're just doing their job. Now they got bad information, whoever told them what to do. telling them to take out anything growing at an angle along the river, that means literally everything, which is what they've done. They have removed literally everything. Now these are just the big ones. I have video of them ripping out these, they're skinny live trees. They were just tearing it out, and it is not directly in the, like, any corridor. Like, there's no reason for this.